Okay, so let's make first few changes to make this work. The thing is, of course, it will work after so many changes, but let's start with the first one. See, by doing this, when you say you are running two containers, which is one is your app and second is your Postgres. Because see, when you say services and when you say Docker compose up, it will look for these services by saying, okay, I need to make sure that I run two services, this one and this one. It might be working behind the scene, but they're not able to connect. Reason being, if you see your application properties, look at the configuration here. You are still connecting with your local machine. And here, we are running a Postgres container. So the first thing change we have to make is, instead of this localhost, we have to make this as Postgres, because we want to say that you have to connect with the container, not with the localhost system. Next, for that particular container, when you're running Postgres, the username is different, right? The username is Naveen. If you go back and check, the username is Naveen. The password is 1234. The database is same, Telusko, so that should work. And the password is 1234. So these are the two changes you have to make first. And then go back to your compose.yml and let's see what is the issue. So what I will do is I will just do the process once again, the same process, and see what different errors we get. I'm not expecting it to work, but at least the error, let's go step by step, right? Let's work with the errors. Okay, it's not able to create this file. Okay, so what's wrong? Why it is not able to create the file? So if I go back here, it says the Postgres is not available. So we have to make sure, I know it will give the problem with that. Okay. So there's one thing you have to make changes. What you do is you skip the test to make it work. So if you're using Maven, you can pass a command by saying -d skip tests. If you run a command like this, so clean package, and then you can mention -d skip test. This is one way. Another way is you can disable the test from here. So if you can see, there's a button here, which is skip test. And let's build it now. Again, this is not for the production way, but you can see we have built it. So there's no problem with this. But now let's see if the Docker Compose works. So let me clear this. Okay, still running. Let's stop it. Okay, so we have to make sure that before getting the container started, down it. And you can see the stop. Now do up build. And let's see what other problems you get here. So looks like things are working out. And do we got any error? Okay, there's no error. That's good to know. Okay, initially we were getting some errors, but now there's no problem. Let me just check. If I go back to my browser and refresh, it's still not working. Okay, what's the issue? If you go back to the output, it is not showing any problem. So the problem is these two things are not on the same network. So we have to make sure that our app, so we do have two containers. Let me show you that. How do I get to see those two containers? I have to open a new terminal. So I will say Docker PS, and you can see we do have these two containers up and running. They both are working, but they're not on the same port. Okay, so they are not on the same network, not the port. How do you get them on the same network? So what we can do is we can have something called a network. So we can configure the network and we have to make sure that both of these are on the same network. So Docker does provide you an option of networking. So you can mention the network name. I will say my network name is my network. You can go with any name, doesn't matter. And then you can mention the driver. By default, it will be bridge and which should work. So example, if I say Docker network ls, you can see we have few networks here. Okay, this is the network which I've created yesterday for experimentation. Or maybe we can use some other networks. Let's not use my network because it is already used. I will say this is S network for the student network. And now when I do this, it will create a new network for us. But you have to also make sure that both these images are running on the same network. And to do that, we can write one thing at both the places. So we can mention networks, S network. The same thing we have to paste in the Postgres as well. So networks, and now it should work on the same network. Let's see if this works. I will just go back to my terminal, stop it. Again, say down on the safe side, it will remove it. And let's build again. Okay, no problem. There's no error. If you scroll up, there's no problem anywhere. Let's go back to the browser, refresh, still not working. Okay, so we are exposing on 80, 90. Okay, so it was running on a different port, but then we got 404. Let's do one thing. Let's run on the same port. Is that the issue? Get student should give you the list. Let's build once again. Clean package. Let's run it once again. Okay, so we got it. So now if you can see, we got the output. I think the problem was with the port number. So I'm running on the same port now. If you see the Docker compose file, something was wrong with the ports, I think. So now things are working out. So you can see we were able to get this data from database and things are working out. And that's good to know. Okay, now what I will do is, so basically what we have done till now is we got a Docker file and we got Docker compose in which you are able to run 2 containers. And if I show you those 2 containers here and also see the network, this time we have created new network, right? So these 2 are actually working on the new network called S network here. So if you can see, we got a new network called S network and these 2 are running on the same network and they are able to communicate. Don't worry about the source code. I will give you the source code on GitHub, so you will get it. But this is how it is working. So you can see we got S network here and this is working. You can see we got the output here. So what we have learned till now is how to run 2 containers or multiple containers using Docker Compose. We have also seen how do we use network, but there is one thing which is remaining, which is volume. The problem is every time you just down this network, you will lose the data. See, every time you run this, you will get the same output. But what if you are running a container and you have added some new values? Now, even if you add those 2 values or multiple values, and then when you restart your container, you will lose data. We don't want that. We don't want to lose data. So we can achieve that with the help of volumes. What if you can store that data not inside the container, but also on the machine? Machine is there, right? But then, I mean, my machine, my personal machine. And every time you restart the container, even if you remove the container, data will still be there in the storage. How do you do that? Let's see that in the next video.